evaluators, I'm like a little, I don't particularly like doing this. I mean, I like doing the evaluation, but not coming up here and doing this. So, and I want to say not fair, and I told you that before, when I was told that I was Russ, what he was going to do, and I thought, Russ is an amazing speaker anyway, and I have trouble listening and writing and thinking all at the same time. It's just not my forte. And then I had to really listen and write and think and not really get the impact that he was saying, because I didn't get to really enjoy it. So not fair, but what a beautiful story, and thank God she is healthy and fine, and we're very glad about that. I asked you what you want. You did from Let's Get Personal, and I think you did, definitely. And so I want to go through the points of the Let's Get Personal, which was how was the story developed, and how well did the plot support the point of the story? Well, the story was well developed. But about plot, I've never, English is not my forte, and I never could do a plot so I have no idea about the plot, or what the plot is. But I know that the story was excellent, that we know that, you know, how you felt. The climax, I think, was when you got came early in the story, was when you got the leukemia prognosis, the diagnosis. I think that was pretty much the climax, and then it was just kind of, not downhill, because it really never went downhill. It kind of stayed up there. And then at the very end kind of just smoothly went off. So I thought for a story, it kept us up the whole time. The climax kind of went on for a long time, which was, you're supposed to. I think everybody really, you know, got into it. The character's well developed. I have to say, your character was well developed. Your wife's, we don't know anything about Laura. You know, what it took for her to go through those chemos and to still go to school, and there had to, I'm sure she's an amazing young woman, and we don't know anything about her. So that's something I would definitely go into, who Laura is and how she went through it, and what kind of what her character was, that she's the one really going through it. I mean, we think we're going through it, but she's the one that really went through it, more so than you. But I don't think we, you know, what was she going through? How well did the speaker use description, dialogue, and color? I didn't want to go into it. It was amazing. I think we all were you. We all were there. And the other thing I thought about is, you know, when you were talking about where you couldn't comprehend, you know, when you get information where we have shelves to store things, we have file cabinets to put things in our lives, and there's no file cabinet in your brain for that. So all of a sudden you're like, you have this information, and there's no way to put it in your brain. I think everybody, hopefully nobody's had anything that bad, but everybody's had something where something's been told to you and there's just no place to store it. And so you stop and think, you know, and I think we all felt that way. Were you able to picture the characters, actions, speakers, the story told? Definitely. Anything you could do to help visualize better? I think the only thing I would have really done was bring Laura into the story. It was about her, you know, and I think it was about her. But maybe it was about you know, and that's something, maybe it was about you, and maybe it wasn't about Laura. Maybe it was way, you know, what you were going through. But I think, and then one last thing about the pace, and this is where I guess where you could think about it, is that you started out with a great pace, and then you sped up as you started to get into the story, and then once you told the prognosis, you slowed down and then talked. So, and I was thinking, slow down, I can't think that fast, I can't hear that fast, and I really wanted to hear everything. So the only thing I would have done is just slow down that pace when you hit that story, hit the climax. Otherwise, it was an amazing story, and we're so glad that Laura is healthy and well.